does it feel like studying abroad as a woman? Like,
Actually, it feels hard, of course, going out from home, from our industry, leaving everything, coming as a woman. How can I say? We are independent too. Like mostly the women we know, like a little bit things, for example, cooking, what we have to do. But I think for the men it's more hard for you guys than for us. So that's why I think for the women is that a little bit easier.
traveling and meeting the global issues again. What's the most powerful human story you had from someone?
Actually, I don't think it can be maybe a big story, but I have, for example, my roommate. She's from Cambodia, from Asia, and mostly there are some things we do in my community, and they do.
Wow.
So when I discovered that, I was like, wow. So before everything, I'm Guinean. I think I'm first Guinean.
Guinean,
Yeah,
100%.
Guinean. So I am Guinean, and after, of course, I am a global citizen. I'm first Celine, and after, yeah.
Be honest though.
That's so
is
much
studying abroad exciting or it is secretly very lonely?
Actually, I think it's both of them. It can be at the same time exciting and at the same time lonely. Guinea is a beautiful country. Guinea is a beautiful.
Okay.
I can say like Guinea is a very beautiful country.
You think African societies here take mental society very serious, mental health?
No, actually about the culture, I think the Turkish people have good culture. And loneliness, I think, of course, is
shock you the most.
Actually, when I first arrived in Turkey, what shocked me the most, I think there was a lot of things that shocked me. But first, it was at the airport. Yeah, it was at the airport when I first arrived, and I saw a placard with my name, Celine.
You really miss home?
I always miss my home actually.
But
I feel like I was not home.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I was not at home, and that made me believe that home is always home.
This is MMJ World Story. We talk about the people, the country, and the politics. Today we have a fine guest here. She's going to introduce herself. What's your name and what do you do?
Hello everyone, my name is Celine. I'm from Guinea and I'm currently living in Türkiye. I'm studying psychological counseling and guidance. I am in my third year, and that's what about me. Yes.
You are from Guinea, and now you're studying in Turkey. That's so wonderful. What a moment in your life made you leave home?
Actually, I think it was when my first year, when I was studying, when I was learning the language, and when I lose my aunt, it was very a bad moment for me, and I feel like I was not home.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I was not at home, and that made me believe that home is always home. And anytime you feel bad, you always think about home.
Do you really miss home?
I always miss my home actually.
But when you first arrived in Turkey, what shocked you the most?
Actually, when I first arrived in Turkey, what shocked me the most, I think there was a lot of things that shocked me. But first, it was at the airport. Yeah, it was at the airport when I first arrived, and I saw a placard with my name, Celine. And I was shocked. But that was the beginning of everything. And after when they took me from the airport, they bring me in the dormitory, and they put my luggage outside, and they told me like, okay, here we go, and they leave me there. I was so shocked because I looked around me like where I'm going. I didn't know nothing, so it was my first shock.
Wow, that is sweet. So what about the culture, the people, the loneliness?
Actually, about the culture, I think the Turkish people have good culture, and loneliness, I think, of course, is something that arrives. Because not being at home, being in a country that is far from your home, far from your country, you always feel alone. But I think with some friends or with Assad, of course, mostly we don't feel alone. So we feel with people, we are with people, and that take away the loneliness sometimes.
What about the culture?
Actually, they have a good culture, I think. Like every country, they have their culture that I love, of course, and that's it.
Wow. You are studying in Pamukkale. What are you studying, by the way?
Actually, I'm studying psychological counseling and guidance.
So I have to be very careful with the questions that I ask. If not, tomorrow they'll take me to the psychiatrist. Do you think African societies here take mental society very serious, mental health?
I think no.
How?
I think like mostly when I tell people that I'm studying psychological counseling, they always ask me like, where are you going to work? Like where I'm going to work? And I'm always like, because of course in my country or maybe in Africa, I don't know mostly because I think like in Africa countries, in the European countries, they already have a psychological counseling. They have a psychiatric, of course, psychology people. But in Africa, we don't have it, and we don't mostly believe it. And I think it's something important. Like as physical health, we have to mental health. So we have to take care of it, and it's very important for every country, for every young people, not only for young people, like but the young people become the old people. So I will start about the young people.
So, what can you tell people about your country? Something brief that no one knows about Guinea that you'd like to tell people about.
I think like Guinea is a beautiful country. Really, Guinea is a
Are
beautiful.
you
I
okay?
can say like Guinea is a very beautiful, beautiful country with different culture. You can see everything in Guinea. Like we have many languages. We
Mm.
have different culture in Guinea, not the same culture because we have Fulani, we have Maningo, we have Toma, Gerze. So we have a lot of culture in Guinea. So when you come Guinea, you will not only discover one thing, you will all discover a lot of things. And we have beautiful places in Guinea. Like for example, Kamsa, we have even Iceland.
Wow, that is so inspiring. Visit Guinea if you have the money and if you have the time. You know, what is one thing the world doesn't know about you?
I think if there is something that no one know about me, I would not like to share it with you guys.
No, like something like what keeps you going? You know, like you might be Celine, okay, but what keeps you going?
I think I'm someone that, but I think people know it maybe, I don't know, but I am someone who never gave up actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never gave up. Like, I can fall, and I know it's normal to fall for me. Like, I can fall, but I'll always wake up. Like, if I want something, but if you see me like giving up, that means I don't really want that thing. Like, that thing doesn't interest me. I don't have, I always say like, if I don't want it, then that means I will let it for another person. I will give up. Like, it's not my time, maybe there will come a time where I will fight for it, maybe.
What does it feel like studying in abroad? What like going to school? What do you do? What?
Actually, like my 24-hour as a student living abroad is like going to school. I have a lot of classes, and besides my classes, I have two mostly projects. I have a lot of project with my faculty, with my field, because in 18 they gave a lot of project. So we have project, we have a presentation, we have a lot of things, and mostly too when I have a little bit time as an independent girl, I try to work, and of course sometimes I spend time with friends, and mostly I'm in my bed sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Be honest though. Is studying abroad exciting or it is secretly very lonely?
Actually, I think it's both of them. It can be at the same time exciting and at the same time lonely.
How?
It's like crying today and tomorrow being grateful.
Like, have you been to that situation that you'd like to share it to us? Like, yeah, like you lonely. Like, can you give us a story about one day that you lonely, or a story about which day it was exciting?
Okay, I will give an example. Mostly, I'm someone who always sick, and sometimes when I got sick in Turkey, like in my bed, I'm always in my bed. And when I'm in my bed, I feel so lonely because when I'm at home, mostly my family always asking me, "Are you okay? Did you take the medicine? What's going on? Did you eat?" And here, mostly when I'm sick, I'm in my bed and I don't have a news about anything. So that's very sometimes so lonely for me. And mostly too, like the time I feel like
Exciting.
excited about it is like when I go out to meet new people, speak with new people from different countries, learn about their culture, how they live, their language. I feel like wow, this is so good. Yeah, actually.
That is why we are here to find untold stories, the people, the country, and the politics. So Celine, we come to your identity. When people ask you where are you from, do you feel more Guinean or do you feel more like a global citizen?
I think before everything, I am Guinean. I think I'm first Guinean.
Guinean,
Yeah, I'm
100%.
Guinean. So I am Guinean, and after, of course, I am a global citizen. So I'm first Celine Gilabudi, and after, I can be another thing.
You told, I think there are many times, like just now you said you love discovering many people, you love traveling, okay? If we look at this here, you love traveling and meeting people. What is the most powerful human story you've had from somebody?
Actually, I don't think it can be maybe a big story, but I have, for example, my roommate. She's from Cambodia, from Asia, and mostly there are some things we do in my community, and they do.
Wow.
So when I discovered that, I was like, wow. So the world is very big and at the same time so small. because we are from Africa in that part of my community, and you are from Asian, and you two you share that one. It was very something, and even some food. Sometimes there are some food like I have it, and when she looked at it, she told me, "Oh, we too we have this one." And I'm like, "Wow, how can you have that one there, and we are so far from each other?" So I think that's a story about discovering things, because sometimes when we discover things, we know that the world can be bigger, but at the same time it can be small, and we always learn from people.
Okay. Does studying in abroad feels luxury, or it is just overhyped?
I think it's an experience actually. It's an experience for me. I think it's a good thing studying abroad, because we always learn new things, we always meet new people, and it can make us open minded. So I think it's an experience. So it can be good for some people, bad for some people, luxury for some people, or not for some people. It depends actually.
Please speak about about you, because people might want to get the experience from Celine.
I think it just feels normal for me to say this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's been normal for me. And at the same time, like it's an experience for me, and of course, it can be sometimes loss free, but sometimes too, it can be.
So how does it feel for women? How does it feel like studying abroad as a woman? Like,
Actually, it feels hard, of course, going out from home, from our industry, leaving everything, coming as a woman. How can I say? We are independent too. Like mostly the women we know, like a little bit things, for example, cooking, what we have to do. But I think for the men, it's more hard for you guys, not for us. So that's why I think for the women is that a little bit easier than you guys.
the